for scissors and stuff. Which will work. I'm just annoyed with myself because where the fuck have those dyes gone? And I definitely own that. Like, circles are the first shape that I bought. Because I have two sets. I have one that's plain circles, and then I've got one with a stitched edge. So I know that I own them, but what the fuck have I done with them? God damn it. It's gonna have to be a problem for future me, because present me is starting to stress about it, and there is no point to that. So, okay, we can make this work. Game plan C has the whole alphabet. I wish I'd had more of the alphabet. I'm going to see how these die thingies work. I have it's embossing roller. I have it. Ooh. I have embossing folders as well. Hi Black Cat and Tan Cat. Black Cat's gone back to sleep. I can see a shape that's basically, it's like flat, and then curves up like this, and then there's just one tiny little of ear. King of the ASMR. It's a random treasure hole. Woot! It's like Christmas in August. Tingle my ears, baby. Crafty ASMR. Oh, the Kingsley is making me think of snacks. I have Tim Tams. Did they need cleaning? No. That's a neat idea. Yeah, that's what I was hoping to do today, and I've a little bit thwarted myself. I just can't, I don't... Okay, they're not under the die cutting machine. It just... There's only so many places they would be, and it just doesn't make sense. That box there, that's the Christmas box, right? Yeah, that's the Christmas box. Okay, these ones can go up there. What? Oh, gravity. And because they're just, it's just like a flat packet, like those other ones. So like, it's entirely feasible that they've just like slipped in between something else and like I just can't see them or whatever, but yeah. They'll turn up. They'll turn up 5 minutes after I've ordered new ones. What's it called? But for putting off the craft glitters. That's what I see from that. I said, heck yes. And how you'd have the two of them like woven together, and you have to very carefully pop them out of each other and not snap them. Hey kidna! How doings? Hello, I'm good-ish. Squee? Better than bad-ish, I suppose. Also, all of this was in there too, so I was just like, yep, they're scraps. Slash shinies. Ooh. Wonder how that one cuts. That's got sticky on the back already. Let's keep that as its own thing. All these little pieces would probably be okay. Don't know what I'd use the black leftover piece for, but I have a bad feeling this is from the glitter cardstock that is in the packet that I've written on the front. Don't use this, it doesn't die cut. But we can test for science. Oops. Yeah, those two pieces can go in the regular scrap bag. This one and that one, because it's got adhesive on it. Yeah, I would say this is probably the predominantly... Gravity! Fuck off! I'd say probably like gold, silver, and black are probably the predominant thing to use. That mirror cardstock is very bright and very scratched. I think it's because it's been sitting in that box for too long. Okay, let's see. Get this out of the plastic. I'm not even going to bother keeping that sleeve actually. This is not a die that needs to be, you know, stop it from catching on other things. So let's see. And I'm literally just going to plonk it like in the middle somewhere. The thing about this is we're going to end up with like a whole bunch of pieces that are not full. But you know what? That's fine. I just want to get like more usable bits out of like what's left. So anytime I have scrap pieces, I could do something like this and just use this dye on them. Get some little dots left over. Ooh. That got really pressed into the mat. Let's see how well this went. Wow, that pressed in there really badly. Have I got too many shims going on? Possibly. Probably should have started with less shims. Pokey tool? Pokey tool. Pokey tool. That has just like fully crushed that against the... There we go. And it didn't even cut through. Wait, has this got adhesive on the back? Oh, it does. Yep. That'll be why I had so much pressure put down on it. There we go. I mean... Yep, they're sticky now. I should have checked that first. The problem, oops, particularly with cardstock like this is mirror cardstock, is that because each of the dots on the die, oops, has a little hole in the middle, and that's by design. It's so that if you get things stuck in it, you can like get something like this and poke it into there to poke it out. The problem is we have slightly made golden boobs. I've seen it, I've noticed it, so you lot are going to as well. You're welcome. Golden nips. Golden nips. How'd the thing go at the place? Oh yeah, how did the thing go at the place? You need death metal fingernails that are like 80 meters long to get out of the thing. Yeah. I have flashing lights. Oh, uncomfy. Matt, is mine now? Yes. It took the dibs. Lights made patterns also testing seizure-like responses. And they want you to like keep your eyes open even though they're flashing lights into them, and so your eyes are watering and then you just want to blink and it's just like, ah. Cracking here, sticking things in holes are healing. Exactly! And gilding the nips. Hi Simon! How doings? Yeah, this victory boost is fine. Exactly! Red's equal opportunity crafters in here. uh, Most people like moves of expertise. Correct! They are fun. Can confirm. F's in chat? I mean, what? Got a random monsters. Oh, damn! That's freaking ages. In the butts. I get to all the butts! Much butts, such wow. Now I'm probably not gonna... I think most of the rest of my scraps don't have adhesive on the back of them, so... This is kind of a problem that's unique to this one. But since I need to pull them out of the dye either way, I might as well keep them, right? The idea would be is that the dots, I would keep the dots and put them in the container, and then the background piece, I would use it as its own thing. And I'll do that on the other ones that don't have adhesive on the back. Also, speaking of going to the thing this morning to get a parcel, I came home and there is someone parked in the neighbour's spot, and they parked even worse than my neighbour used to, so cool. Cool, 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 cool. Great. But I haven't seen anybody like move in yet, so I don't actually know whose car that is. And the rest, donuts. Donuts. Everything says in chat, hi Dan! How you doing? I returned from dropping team at work and nibbling on ginger nuts, but it's okay. I asked him nicely first. Ginger, heck yes. Ginger nuts in the coffee is so nice, correct. You neighbour, I don't know. I haven't seen or heard any like movement that sounds like someone moving in, so I don't know whether it's just maybe like a real estate agent coming to check on things, or yeah, not quite sure what the deal is. Could be the owner coming and inspecting and things. I don't know. I did check, I looked up the address, because honestly, if their place is cheaper than here, I might consider it. If nothing else than to get the fuck away from this landlord, but yeah, it doesn't say it's available for anything, so I don't know. I don't think it actually would be cheaper than here. I looked up, oops, I looked up the property on one of those like, here's what it's previously sold for type websites, and supposedly the median rent for my suburb is like $100 more a week than what I'm paying now. So I think that was just overall and not for units, but yeah, wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't cheaper than mine. I hope they're a nicer flavour of crazy than the last one. Yeah. I'm up to 6 neighbours now. That was my 6th neighbour that I've had in the nearly 13 years that I've been here. So like 4 of them I basically don't remember, so they weren't a problem. And then there was her, who was a pain in the ass, and then like several years ago there was a couple, and they yeah, actually let's not. They were quite loud in unpleasant ways. Let's just stop there. So as long as we don't go back to that, that would be nice. I'm okay, but then there was just a... Oh, how'd you go? How did it go? If you want to talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, then ignore, don't pretend I said nothing. How do you think you went? Anyone wanted you to come clean out the horror show that is my refrigerator for about 5 days? I was like, oh, yuck. I have been there, and no. When I went on my trip, I deliberately made it that I just the week before I used up everything that I had left, and my plan was to unplug the fridge and to leave the door open so that it could defrost and then just air out for the 2 weeks that I was gone. And apparently at some point the door swang shut, and yeah. It didn't even have anything in it. But it was, yes. It required a lot of bleach. Hi Dan, how you doing? Sorry, can I have a weak tummy but on the edge of the bed? Yeah, same. And my live animals have a 3D printed dragon breath. Do we get to see it? Do we get to see it? Do we get to see it? How you doing? It's the ghost of... Smokey! Hi! How you doing? Ghost of Fire says someone and they probably the important life lessons. Yeah, to not be a C unit. To not be a stingy C unit. Sorry, hate neutral. Oh no. Whoever designed a motorbike decided to make it half shit to get in and out of noodle it needs to be shot. Now we're doing manual ask instructor if I could go to a scooter, and I passed on a scooter. The only problem is that I need to improve my U-turns. Oh yes. Yeah, fuck U-turns. The fact that they test you, I assume the test is similar over there that it is to here. The fact that they test you on being able to do a U-turn without putting your foot down, even though in real life you're allowed to put your foot down. It's fucking stupid. If you want to go, whatever speed you want, and put your foot down if you need to, it just... Or, do a 3-point turn, even. Get in and then, just physically move your bike backwards and then go, Doing okay, sleep deprived and all that comes with it. Freshly made human, but doing okay, lol. There's a mini Smokey. And yes, sleep deprivation for the next 20 years. Oh dear. I've heard it's worth it though. Bitch, the amount of times I put my foot down and he said I have to do 2 other ones without putting my foot down. Yeah, exactly! It makes no sense. I get having the ability to do that, that's fine, but in every other scenario, you're just gonna put your foot down. Who cares? Then when puts foot down, house starts driving across the street. That's having seen, having been. That's one hell of a hill start. Good job, house. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this other piece of gold also has adhesive on the back, so I'm gonna hang on to that for other things. I'll try this piece. See how that cuts. Actually, no, I have a smaller piece of the same one. That one. I keep these pieces because I tend to use them for sentiments and stuff. I want to keep the big usable pieces as big usable pieces, but yes, that's the dot pattern. And so my thought was to use the dots, as sequins. I wonder if I can get those spots out there. That's just kind of inherent with mirror cardstock. You're just going to get that happen. Her gas smells, she still doesn't know how to actually smell, so it smells like gas, make it worth it so far. Aww. So cute. On the slight upside, the scent makes you slightly high during the stay. Yes! Yes! Evolution has made it so that there's new baby smell. So that once we make baby, we don't immediately think to myself, oh god, what have I done? So that we don't eat them. Evolution can be a bit odd, just a bit. Another kidding, a jib. I don't know what a jib is, but I have it on high authority that you would have an amazing jib. This is true. That is a saying that, like, once you think about it a bit harder, it's like, wait a minute. What exactly is a jib? I'm sure somebody's going to Google it and tell me what it is, but until then. I never understood that. Babies don't have a smell to me unless they fit. Yeah. And then they most definitely have a smell. So, like, it's okay, we knew what you meant. Oh, hang on. Let's go back up. So it's me and this other guy has been doing CBT every 2 years because the only last 2 years, funny thing is, couldn't do an emergency stop and I couldn't do a YouTube, so I felt sorry for the instructor. Aww. Doing an emergency stop is scary. Like, it was like skin and hair, and they had been in the sun / outside. So they're a sultana. No, no, no. Sorry. Right, I can't do the nautical term for all type. Oh, is that where it comes from? I would have thought it was some kind of like clothing thing or something, like just from the, you know, like a suit. But yeah, that makes more sense. Oop. Fuck this mouse. Also talked to him in the instruction. They both said they both started off on scooters because they couldn't get on with gears. That made me feel a little bit better, but I still eventually would like a mat. Yeah! That will give you a lot more options. Having that ability. Some of us are hallucinogens. Oh yes. Just need to about 5 grand a day. It's maybe it's yes. That is quite the chunk of change. What's the origin of the phrase cutting a jib? The jib of a sailing ship. See? Naughty. There we go. Is a triangular sail set between the fore topmast head and the jib boom. Some ships had more than one jib sail. Each country had its own style of sail, and so the nationality of a sailing ship and the sailor's consequent opinion of it could be determined from the. Oh, so it was a. So when you were saying you like the cut of a man's jib, you're making a comment. Wait a minute. Isn't that a bit racist? Wait, make it's. Oh no. You like them because it's the thing of the. Oh no. How did we get there? So it's like, I think you have a pretty flat. I mean, without using those words, yeah. I'm pretty sure back in the days where caring about the cut of a man's jib is, if you were to comment, they had a pretty flag. I think you'd get punched. Actually, let's start with the big one. Let's start with the big one. Obligatory oh my. Because we've got some that have got a bit stuck in the mat. I think I have a bit too much shim going on. Because this is pressing into these very firmly. Can't remember what I was doing last that required this much shim, but yeah, I think I was trying to cut through things. Let's take... Oops. taped it down and everything. Which is really handy for past me, but present me isn't happy about it. There we go. Clunk. Okay, let's leave that over there. I do have the slight problem of, like, my cutting mat is not flat either. I don't know how well we can... Which way do I need to angle that? That way? So yeah, it's not as flat as it could be, and I was cutting into the convex side. I always have to think about it. And so whatever it does, it's like pushing back into the die. I don't know whether I can really do a whole lot about that, but this cutting mat was, it's A5. It turns out an A5 size cutting mat will fit into a big shot basically perfectly, which is nice. Because I bought, I did an order with scrapbook.com once where they had the, they call them magic mats. And it's basically the same as this. It's a self-healing mat that's intended for, like, for cutting. And they sell them for, I think it's $10, 10 USD. And then obviously I have to get it shipped over. This was $3 from a craft store. Australian dollars. $3 Australian dollars. So I'm like, hell yes, this works. And they've both done the same thing, that like once you start cutting into them a bit, they do get a little bit like twisty. So it's not the mat's fault. But it does mean I need to compensate for that. So running off of 2 hours of sleep every 3 days. What? Being hot in the first half of the message to get the rest of the No. It could be that I'm jumping to completely the wrong conclusion on that one. It could be that it was never intended that way. But the fact that it was like based on one's nationality has made my brain go, oh no. Like at the time, I'm sure it was a perfectly normal thing to say. So yeah, no, don't stress, Smokey. You're all good. I hope you manage to get some more sleep sometime soon, because that does not sound fun. See, I'm worried that using this tool, I'm being like too stabby with it. Do I have something blunter than this that will still fit? I have pokey tools. Do they fit? No. Do I have a smaller pokey tool than that? Possibly. I hear Tankat. Hi, Floof! Ooh, that fits. That's not as stabby. That's not gonna fit. I don't know where the rest of my ball tools are. I seem to have 2 in here. I have those 2. I know the wooden one's part of a set. That one just came on its own, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I've got that set, and I'm sure I've got another set. But apparently I didn't put them in that cup. I just want something that's not quite as sharp. Can I put them through together? Not really. Kind of. Actually, yeah, that does fit. Let's do it that way. My 2-hour drive rate looks at, like, if you're doing anything right. So, checking it down, so it's absolutely wet, not a good... Aww. See, that's just horrible. Like, just any time that's horrible. Like, obviously you want to know how to operate the vehicle when the weather's bad, but... doing your test and stuff in those conditions? Yeah, bugger that. I wonder if I can just... not really. Sometimes.